Hello, I'm Kensuke. Today I'm going to be describing the No Time to Die trailer. I'll first do a standard real-time descriptive audio, and then I'll do a stop-and-go expanded descriptive audio. I'm going to be using some names established in previous James Bond movies, but if you're not familiar, I'll of course be giving more detailed descriptions in the expanded description. A car tries to run down Bond on a bridge. He dives behind a brick that the car ramps over. He grabs a cable and dives over the edge. He swings down. It slams him against the wall and he lands hard.
The past isn't dead.
Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer. Universal. Special forces rappel down a skyscraper.
James, fate draws us back together. Now your enemy is my enemy.
Bond tackles a biker. A broken mask.
His name is Safin.
And what does he want?
A cluster bomb down an elevator shaft.
Revenge. Me.
When her secret finds its way out, it'll be the death of you.
Bond in a spotlight surrounded by men in tuxedos.
You can imagine why I've come back to play.
A scrappy seaplane.
There's a young lady in Santiago I want you to meet.
You're late.
When you're ready.
In a dress, she kicks a man.
Salute.
I met your new 00. She's a disarming young woman.
I get why you shot him.
Yeah, well, everyone tries at least once.
A grenade. Bond jumps away from the blast.
James Bond.
An old European city.
We both eradicate people
A man in a broken mask shoots at an icy lake.
to make the world a better place. I just want to be a little tidier.
Bond is knocked back. The seaplane flees an exploding oil rig.
Come on, Bond. Where the hell are you?
This November. The mission.
Have you ever flown one of these?
Nope.
A sleek stealth plane with folded wings drops out of a cargo plane. It changes everything.
Harder to tell the good from bad, villains from heroes these days.
Begins.
What is it?
You don't know what this is. He's going to kill millions.
The cargo plane fires missiles.
If we don't do this, there will be nothing left to save.
Aston Martin. ICBMs fire. A woman kisses Bond. A truck twists through the air. A truck tumbles over and barely missing Bond. No Time to Die. In theaters November. Experience it in IMAX. Just a quick note, on October 2nd, the filmmakers announced that No Time to Die is delayed until April 2nd of 2021. And now I'll be going over it again with expanded description. James Bond is a fit, middle-aged white man with short, dark blonde hair and a tan suit. Sunny day on a narrow stone bridge, he looks back and forth frantically as a motorcycle chases him down from one end and a black sedan from the other. Bond dives behind a stone built into the corner side wall of the bridge that provides just enough cover for him to lie down as the car hits it and ramps over. He runs from cover as the motorcycle approaches. He dives off the side of the bridge, grabbing a power cable clamped to the bridge wall. As he swings down, clamps pop off one by one, giving the cable more slack. He holds on until the cable slams him into the stone wall underneath and he lands hard. Madeline Swan, a mid-30s white blonde woman, turns away from the mirror and looks with concern at James Bond standing behind her. He looks disheveled with tears and dirt on his suit.
The past isn't dead.
Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer. Universal. At dusk, black-clad special forces with tactical gear and submachine guns stalk horizontally down the glass face of a skyscraper. They're suspended by rope and silhouetted against the pink hazy horizon.
James.
A glass partition lowers and Bond approaches Blofeld, who is handcuffed in a small cage. Blofeld is a thin white man with short gray hair, early 60s, wearing a gray prison uniform.
Fate
James smiles, driving in sunglasses as Madeline smiles at him and caresses his head.
draws us back together.
In a dark hardwood office, a man in a suit is addressing Moneypenny, a black woman, and Q, a thin white man. A black woman enters between the two of them. An Aston Martin DB5 covered in bullet holes does a 180-degree slide and screeches to a stop. The DB5 is a silver-gray 60s sports coupe with graceful curves, large oval front grille, and swooped back window.
Now your enemy's my enemy.
A person in a parka and porcelain white mask stands over an unconscious light-skinned woman on a couch. The woman is out of focus, and the mask looks like a slightly creepy, smiling, androgynous face with narrow eyes. Bond jumps and clotheslines a biker to the ground. Black-clad special forces enter the skyscraper through a broken window. They face a gleaming white hallway. Someone opens a wooden box to reveal the porcelain white mask is broken, missing the mouth and left cheek.
His name is Safin.
Madeline stares, eyes wet with tears. Safin turns his gaze to her. He has light skin and dark hair. His face is covered in faint scar tissue.
And what does he want?
An egg-shaped bomb with tail fins drops down an elevator shaft, ejecting dozens of red sticky bombs. An office explodes. Fire shoots out of the square window near the top of the skyscraper.
Revenge.
The man in the porcelain mask is obscured by a textured glass window.
Me.
When her secret finds its way out,
On a dusty hilltop overlooking an old European city, Bond stares at a mausoleum door. He burns a note that says, "Forgive me."
it'll be the death of you.
Wearing a tuxedo, Bond is in a smoky spotlight. He's surrounded by a large room full of men of varied races, all wearing the same tuxedo. There are a few women in black dresses.
You can imagine why I've come back to play.
James Bond sits in the dark hardwood office wearing a gray suit with a visitor's badge. A small, scrappy-looking seaplane flies toward a tropical inlet. On a crowded urban street, Bond walks alongside Felix Leiter, a bald black man with a thick beard.
There's a young lady in Santiago I want you to meet.
In a rundown bar, a woman waits in a dark, full-length, low-back dress, her leg exposed through a slit.
You're late.
She's light-skinned with black shoulder-length hair. She has dark lipstick and a plunging neckline. She presents him with a tuxedo on a hanger.
When you're ready.
Later, Bond wearing the tux heads up a staircase and casually tosses her a submachine gun. She catches it with one hand, a pistol already in the other. She fires both guns simultaneously. She runs towards a man, jumps and kicks him in the chest, twisting her body and landing.
Salute.
They share a toast.
I met your new 00.
The new 00 is the black woman from the office. She has muscular shoulders and black hair and braids pulled up top. In a white dress carrying a drink, she passes Bond in a dark club, looking him up and down with a confident gaze.
She's a disarming young woman.
In a black tactical outfit, she peeks around a pillar and fires.
I get why you shot him.
In Moneypenny's office, the 00 chats wearing a white jacket and pants.
Yeah, well, everyone tries at least once.
In an industrial basement, a grenade lands next to Bond's feet. He looks down and dives up a staircase as it explodes behind him. The 00 fires from a catwalk.
James Bond.
In the old European city, the headlights of the Aston Martin retract to reveal a pair of 6-barrel Gatling guns. They fire as Bond spins the car in circles, spewing white smoke out the back.
We both eradicate people.
On a frozen lake, Safin, wearing the porcelain mask and a parka, fires a gun at the ice. Beneath the surface, somebody swims as bullets pierce the water, leaving short trails of bubbles.
To make the world a better place.
Safin wears a navy blue robe as he steps into a cement-walled garden with a circular reflecting pool, manicured plants, and beds of sand with patterns raked into them. Several workers tend to the garden.
I just want to be a little tidier.
A blast knocks Bond to the ground. At night, the seaplane is silhouetted as it flies away from an exploding oil rig.
Come on, Bond.
Bond swims through the dark as the structure sinks behind him, lit by emergency lights and fire.
Where the hell are you?
This November. Black SUVs and dirt bikes ramp through the air and land in a grassy field at the edge of a forest. Bond turns a corner in a circular tunnel and steps out to fire a single shot. Someone vaults over a desk to kick a man in a lab coat. The mission.
You ever flown one of these?
Nope.
Bond and the 00 are in black flight uniforms and sunglasses. They're tandem in the cockpit of a small, sleek, black airplane with its wings folded up. Q stands in front of them wearing a flight helmet and glasses. He gives a salute, and a small white parachute opens up and pulls the plane out of the ramp of a cargo plane. The plane twists as it drops, and then the narrow wings snap out like a switchblade. That changes everything.
Harder to tell the good from bad.
2 military speedboats at sunset. Madeline turns around. Bond watches a train pass. Felix talks to James in a bar.
Villains from heroes these days.
Begins.
What is it?
You don't know what this is.
Madeline clutches a thick document.
He's going to kill millions.
The 00 talks to Bond in a lab with a wall covered in backlit glass tubes. The cargo plane fires missiles. A biker is clotheslined by a cable in the forest. The 00 braces as the wings fold in and the plane dives underwater.
If we don't do this,
Bond revs the motorcycle up a very steep ramp and jumps over the wall of the city. There is a line of people ahead of him.
there will be nothing left to save.
Bond fires in a tuxedo. The Aston Martin drifts around a curve in the road. The 00 walks through a dance club. A warship fires large missiles into the air. The woman in the dress leans and fires a pistol sideways. A man falls on a car. A truck drives through a creek. Madeline kisses Bond passionately against a wall. An SUV ramps off some rocks and twists in the air over another SUV and crashes. Safin raises a pistol. Behind him is a circular skylight over his head. An SUV chasing Bond through a misty forest hits a tree trunk and flips end over end, narrowly missing Bond. As it lands and slides on its roof, Bond chases after it, firing. Stylized shapes slide into place, forming the title, No Time to Die, 007. The 7 in the 007 logo is in the shape of a gun, with the 7 forming the handle and the barrel and trigger sticking off to the right side. In theaters November. Experience it in IMAX. Universal, United Artists, hashtag No Time to Die, 007.com, MGM, Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer. Again, I want to note that on October 2nd, the filmmakers announced that No Time to Die is delayed until April 2nd of 2021. Thanks for watching, I welcome feedback, and also let me know what trailer you would like me to describe next.